Hey guys, Doug with you. Hey guys, Doug here. I am in the middle of a little moose pond hunting for beaver sticks. But let me tell you, it is the start of black fly season, so I won't be lingering long, but what a beautiful day. And obviously the bugs know it. But anyway, I'm just poking my way around this little moose pond here and looking for sticks. This is what I got so far. Not much. That'll be a nice carve, but sure would like to get more. So let's see if we can find some more before we go carve them up. Well, that's something. I did it. That's a soaker, but that's a piece of wood. That's a beauty. That's a keeper. Oh, got stabbed in the back by a tree. I've got cuts and wounds and two double soakers. So see, people think they eat the wood, but they just chew the bark off and eat the little Cambrian layer underneath. So, anyway. So I'm in the other lake, and this is a sign of a healthy beaver activity, right? A little bit skinny, but this whole area here, that's all fresh beaver. So we're on the beaver. Just like that, this is my favorite child of the trip, my favorite piece to use for the video. I chose it because it has the most character. It's got nice gnaw marks in here, nice angle on the top, so that's going to dictate how I'm going to carve this, and that's what I wanted to show you. I'm just going to hit the high points in this video. If you want a full tutorial, I have a carving wood spirit in a piece of beaver wood video. I'll link it at the end of the video, but for now, let's just get this set up and give her a crack. So like I said, I chose this piece because it's got a nice beaver chewed angle on there, a real nice hollow in here. So I'm going to use the piece to my advantage, and I want to carry that angle out in here, and then bring the face down here. In fact, I'll probably, a little bit rough over here, so I'm probably going to tuck the face in a little bit here and get rid of some of this rough stuff over here by bringing the hair and everything this way. All right, so that's using the piece of wood for what I got, just by using the angles, and then probably almost no hair here, kind of tucked in into the wood, and then all the hair flowing out this way. And that's what I love about found wood, is that you just get to look at the wood, play with it, figure out the best way to use it. Like this one here, just a straight piece, straight face, right? But now we got a little bit more contour. Let's use it to our advantage. Oh, that's tough. All right, you win. A little bit of mallet work. Okay, clamps are great, but when I started hammering on it, I'm gonna put a couple screws in it. When I get through that old hardened crust, it gets a little bit easier, so let's hope that's the case. So I got that started with the little inside. I'm going to let's put a line down here. Something like that. Then figure out where I'm going to put my eye line and my nose. Subject to change, of course. But yeah, I'm going to bring the forehead back, get the eye socket in. Yeah, hopefully it's hopefully I'm going to be able to start pushing. Has a very nice grain. The older it is, the more the colors come out, because basically it's on the verge of rotting, right? So, yeah, a little bit tough still. A little bit tough still. A little bit for the bottom of the nose. Just trying to find my place, you know. So. Okay. Do I like that? Yeah. That'll be good. So this whole face, we're gonna sink it in. I'm gonna start getting that forehead way back in there, and away we go. You can see we got a real nice crack here. Hopefully it won't interfere with the eyes too much, but I don't mind it here at all. This piece is all about character, so a crack through the face is okay. We want that old rustic looking guy. I started to dig underneath it here, and you can see how the hair is going to flow out of here. So this is going to be more undercut, and this is just going to be smoother to the forehead. But yeah, this is that's a tough piece of wood, I'll tell you that. I've had much easier, which makes me think, I'm not sure even what it is. It might be a true poplar over an aspen, right? But either way, I'm carving it. Something I want to do before I get too far is I want to get that temple area in there. I'm just trying to gauge the whole carving. So I'm going to thin that temple area down, and then we know where the outside of our eyeballs or our head is. And then we can work from there. Everything is step by step here, but just trying to get our parameters before we get too far. And now we know that we can bring our forehead back again. All right, so we're working on those flat plane. So we can get that our head in. Just jumping around the carving, just to know not only where we are, but where we're headed, right? So yeah, bridge the nose. That's safe enough to pop up there. All right. We have a big clunker of a nose. Back a little bit here. Oh, we're getting there. And the bottom of the nose, let's just cheat a little bit. We'll just put one. Number 7 here. Gotta find the bottom of the nose here. It's the number 7 14 mil. This might be a little overkill, but we'll turn it upside down now. Go that way. Same thing over here. Just roughing it in. Nice to find a knife today. I haven't touched a knife yet. Where's the knife? Okay. Now, if I want to come up something like that, grab my little marker here, like so. There we go. So again, just roughing it out. We'll take that number 7 again. We'll stick with it for now. Give it a bit of an angle, not trying to undercut anything. There, that gives us an idea at least. All right. of course, we're going to deepen that later, but that gives us a good start on our nose. All right. Checking our profile here. We've got a good start on the nose. I like the there. Gotta bring the forehead back a little bit more yet, but yeah, the nose itself. What I used to always do is I'd cut them up underneath a bit to bring the nose out, but I want to save this meat here for the beard to come out. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep deepening it, but not taking away too much of this. All right, we got lots to do yet, and we gotta bring the forehead back, but. See, it's a tough piece of wood, but in the end, I think it's going to be pretty cool. So I got to bring this nose in on each side. And by bringing that in, I'm also going to start coming down, deepening the inside of the eyes here. So bring the nose in. Let's use a number 11 for now. And then the down for the eyes. We're just starting to work on that eye bag. All right. Same thing on the outside of the eye. We're going to come down. And then of course I'm going to twin it on the other side. But just getting some depth in here. We get a little. Start making that little ball, little eye. All right, so soften those edges there. All right. But that's the idea. In fact, let's just bring it right around then while we're at it. All right. My arm in the way. See that? I'll just take our knife and just start softening that, right? Just to give a little space, depth and space for the eye socket. Trying to keep that angle, keep the eyeball back. Come on. There we go, something like that. All right, still jumping around here, but let's set that mustache in before we get too far. I've got that nice sharp line here, which we cannot cross into. I want to keep that, and even here is going to be a little bit jagged to make it look like broken wood, and the hair is still going to go this way. But as far as the mustache goes, we want to get that right down both sides, right? Just, maybe we'll catch that tip with the mustache. And then from there, the beard is all going this way too, all right? So I want to get that in there. Then I can build the cheeks around to it. So we're going to start soft. Let's start with, I don't know, even a number 9. Right down to that corner. Right. It's funny. I thought I was going to have a whole whack of hair on the side here, but that's not the way it worked out. We're going to have very little hair. We're going to have the head hair, a little bit of hair on the side here. We get that cheek cut in, and then the beard down this way. But yeah, we crack right through here, which is all right. here's a, before I go crazy here, my last tip, like I said, I used to always not leave enough meat here, but I also used to bring the beard down right away. But the guy, his chin is still out here. Like, we still have to leave room. The beard can tuck in from this point down, but we still got to keep this out here because he still has a chin. Still got a chinny chin. All right. But anyway, let's start playing with this. Now, we got to figure out the cheeks. Now, look at, now I don't have the mustache, but if I had a mustache, you can see the bottom of that cheek is way over here. And a lot of people bring the beard right up under the nose, but we want a nice long taper. And if we can get that down lower, then we can actually hollow out the cheek a little bit and give a little bit more character. So we're going all the way down that low to get a nice decent cheek in there. All right. Go across like that. Now I can start to form a cheek in there. Yeah. Oh, this wood's hard. It really wants to be hit with a mallet. I don't know why. All right. So now, all that to say is, I'm just going to come down here. I want to get a little hollow under that cheekbone. See that? Instant character. Of course, we're gonna switch to a number 9 here. Let's give it a little right up into there. Look at that. I don't know if they call that mid-face groove or whatever, but again, everything is still to be fine-tuned. But now we have a nice cheek. And that's where you get the character, right? Yeah. This is where we're at. I'm going to bring that forehead back just a little bit, just to relieve some of this this wood here. Not too much, just to give some room for the eyebrows. Right? In fact, I think I can probably do that with my. Harsh corners off. But what I really want to do is start getting these eyes in here. So I'm going to put a full ridge here like that first. I'm just going to take my V tool for that. Just kind of set in place. And from there, we can work back, right? So, just like that. I use a marker for your sake. I would never put a marker on there because now I gotta go and cut all that marker off. But so we're just setting that in there. I think the placement's okay. Step back a little bit longer on this side. All right. But not really the eyeball. We're just kind of creating the top of the ball. So I'm just going to. I'm going to go with a little bit of a bigger V tool now. huge eyes, because if you notice, that's it's actually kind of a dainty nose. So I'm gonna kind of match it up a bit. But, all right. So we can deepen that up later, but for now, let's take that. Oh, maybe we will. One more V-tool, a little bit sharper, a little bit deeper. Yeah, that's better. Now, take that edge off of there. We'll just do one side here, roughly. Okay. I'm going to move to a sharper pencil. Or their line in here. All right. And we're just going to go with a very small eye. Right? I think that's all we need. All right. And sometimes I like to take just this is a number 6, which I finally found chipping away. But I like to just kind of put that on there gently. Remember, we're just marking it. We're not trying to chisel it right out of there. And I like to just mark my eyeball. Now I know that this eyeball on this side is going to be exactly the same size. Now this isn't rocket science, but it's a fantastic way to mark your eyeballs. And then I'll still cut them out with a knife because I don't want to break any of the wood or the fibers, right? But now I'm just going to take my knife, get in those inside corners, and chip it out. All right. Same with the other side. My elbow's in the way. I know. All right. I'm gonna work my way down. I want that eyeball at the bottom. I want the bottom lower. I go to my skew. I want the bottom lower than the top. It's a ball shape, right? So. Let's go over my lines. Okay, just like that. And then, before I get too carried away, I take my little number 11, let's say a little 3mm, and I just kind of poke it in the inside corner there, and just kind of added a little tear duct. I'll give you a close-up in a second. Anyway, let me twin these eyes, get some detail in the bags, and we'll keep moving down. Okay, let me show you on this eye here. Like I said, I took that little number 11. I'm just going to pop that in there. And see, it just kind of adds to the It's a little bit of a break. I broke a little piece. That's okay. I'll just cut her back. But it just adds to the eye shape a little bit. And also, what I didn't do, because I used the gouge, is I'm going to take that down there. Right? I'm going to cut that out of there like so. And now, I got a nice little shadow in there. Come on, little shadow. Come on, little shadow. All right, see that? What I'm going to do is take a little number 9. Let's come right around. Right? Get up underneath there. Right. You gotta thin that way back. I just want a little thin little bottom lip there. Lip. Why do I keep calling it a lip? Eyelid. Lid. All right. And then we can go with some a little bit deeper. I'm gonna bring back that little number 11. Give it some lines in here. All right. There we go. Yeah, a wrinkly old bugger this guy is. We're going to give him not necessarily the same, but some crow's feet and some lines. If I end up sanding it, sometimes I just take like an ice pick and just kind of push it over. And you can kind of get some good detail that way. All right, but I'll probably, if I do some sanding, I'll probably sand that out. But just want to give them some good age, some good crow's feet out the side, especially where you can see them out here. Just get some good depth in there. Don't be afraid. Same thing across the forehead. Of course, we haven't done the eyelids yet, but just to give you the idea, get some forehead wrinkle. All right. No, no real pattern. Just a little wrinkle head. If you want a pattern, at least in my case, I just look in the mirror. And that's enough pattern I need and enough to depress me for the rest of the day. But, all right. But, okay, let's just do one eyebrow. Get right in. Anyway, we'll do this side. Then we'll start attacking the beard. Kind of forgot about the nose. I'm going to get all the crap out of here. So, like I said, this is not a big nose. This is a pretty small nose. So, I'm not gonna get. Where is my? I think a number 7. 7's purple. This is people keep saying, why are all your tools painted? Come on, Doug, spit it out. Why are your tools painted? Because after a little while, you start to memorize them, and you know exactly what to look for. So now I know, like 7 is purple, and then I say, I want to go over that a little bit there, so I'll take a number 6, which is kind of baby blue, right? Bluey gray. Right. Get that ball of nose on there. There we go. Yeah, we'll just kind of come across that nose. Give him a little crook in his nose. This guy's been around. He's an old fella. All right. Got a little ball in the nose. Round that off. Come on. Easy does it. All right. Very flat, small nose. All right. Okay, now we're on the home stretch. Now, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do the hair. I'm going to come down like this. Lots of curls, all right, down here. But I'm going to do a lot more, a lot of gouge work. Not so much V-tools or anything yet. Just a lot of heavy gouge work to really set in some shapes. And the same right off the bat. I'll show you. Remember I talked about that chin. So right off the bat, I know I'm going to go across there. So that all of my hair is going to wave through that little chin area, you know. So go down in there. All right. So I'm going to use that little bump there. Make sure that I maintain the chin. All right. But anyway, this is gonna be a lot of farting around. I'll bring you back after. All right. I have to go with a smaller one. Seems to be some breakage. The main point is nothing is straight. Everything's going to be curving right off the wood. So here we go. All right, so as you can see, I've used two different sizes of gouges. I started big and went smaller. Now, even still, I'm going to go even smaller and really get some real shadow points in here. And after that, I may even take a V-tool and just get them in there more, right? Just get these little depth, all these little jots, and just a little deeper. Make some little holes here and there. You know. And then go back with the little V-tool. Right. Just give some depth, right? We're getting there. We're almost there. Well, with the rough stuff done, I'm thinking before I do a big cleanup, we'll set these eyeballs in. And I think because his face is on an angle this way, that we're going to have him looking back this way. All right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take my knife in here, really sharpen up those corners. And then all I'm going to do is take a very small number 9. What do I got here? This is a 4 mil. And I'm just going to hopefully carefully. Oh, it doesn't want to go. Start taking in. Actually, I'm going to take a dockyard tool. I've got a little dockyard tool here. And I'm going to see if that works better. Yes, it does. All right. So we can get that out with the knife, but I do want to have a nice sharp entrance to the pupil. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to hollow that out of there. And then we will drill a little hole for the people. Anyway, I like to drill before, I want to drill before I actually get them perfectly clean, because, I'll tell you, the drill always leaves a little fuzz. So let me grab a drill bit. There we go. I see what you're looking at. As far as the rough carving goes, that is it. I'm going to take this down and give it a real good cleanup. I'm going to do some sanding and get rid of all the extra little cuts and whatnot. But I will bring you back for the funnest part of the whole thing, and the oiling. Here we go. All I'm going to do initially is I'm going to oil the whole thing, just to bring out the colors, and I'm going to make sure it's dry before I put any other kind of finish on it. So this is just a real good going over with oil. Even the uncarved areas, I'm going to do that too. And look at that already. You can already see the color. Like I said, poplar on its own is whiter than white until it gets some age, some dirt, some waterlog. That's like I said, basically the borderline edge of rotting. And we bring out some nice highlights. All right. I will do this, and then we will put her on the board for a real good final look. I always like to carve a little notch in the back to hang it on a screw. Make sure you sign your work, and here's the grand reveal. There is our guy. He's got your number. He's looking at you. Turned out kind of fun. I'll give you a close-up here in a second, but before we do that, on the way out the door, I just want to say, hey, I'm back, and thanks for the time away, and hopefully I'll be a little more regular again. But this turned out to be quite the project to come back on. I know it's a long video, but anyway, hope you like it, and yeah, I like this kind of thing. I'm really, I enjoy the hunt for the wood. I enjoy thinking about the wood, and I just like bringing you along for the ride. So I will catch you the next one, but here, have a look.